Hello and welcome to the brand new episode and brand new series for quizzing with Shikalp. And this is a type of reboot that we are doing after a lot of things happened last episode. And we will switch back to our original format and let's see how this season goes. This is the first episode, and we'll keep on adding new questions and new trivia and also new participants. So today we have Vaishnavi and Vaishak with us. So big round of applause for both of them.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Thank you. You already know me from season 2. Yeah.
Season 2, yes. Okay, so let's start. Now here's your first question. The Montauk Project is a conspiracy theory that alleges there were a series of United States government projects conducted at Camp Hero or Montauk Air Force Station in Montauk, New York, for the purpose of developing psychological warfare techniques and exotic research, including time travel. The story of Montauk Project originated in Montauk Project series of books by Preston Nicholas, which intermixes those theories with stories about the Bulgarian experiment. You have to tell us which web series is loosely inspired from this theory and had Montauk as its original title. So the first question is for Vaishnavi, and then if Vaishnavi answers wrong or doesn't answer or like passes, then it will go to Vaishak. And if Vaishak doesn't answer or passes or answers wrong, then it will go back to Vaishnavi with a hint. Okay?
Okay. कोई आइडिया नहीं है यार वेब सीरीज के बारे में ना. I'll pass.
So would you give it a try? Okay, so okay, so you are passing without any guess.
To Vaishak.
Okay.
So the question passes to Vaishak.
एक्चुअली मैंने इसकी एक मतलब जहां तक मुझे लग रहा है इट्स अ गैस बट मतलब एजुकेटेड गैस ले रहा हूँ. मैंने इसके बारे में पढ़ा था मतलब ऐसे यूट्यूब में एक वीडियो आई थी. इज इट स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स?
Yes, this is Stranger Things.
अच्छा.
Good.
Yes, so Stranger Things was originally planned to be called Montauk Project, and then they, because of some reasons, they.
The thing is कि मैंने स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स देखी नहीं है एक भी एपिसोड. तो
मैं वही पूछने वाला था, आप में से कितने लोगों ने Stranger Things देख ली है?
नहीं मैंने देखी नहीं अभी तक. मतलब मैं सोचता हूँ कि स्टार्ट करना है, फिर सोचता है यार इतने एपिसोड है देखना जरूर, फिर कभी करूंगा जब बिल्कुल फ्री होऊंगा.
मेरा तो वैसे दूर दूर तक कोई नाता ही नहीं है वेब सीरीज से तो.
अच्छा.
तो आप मतलब कैसा कंटेंट और किस फॉर्म में कंटेंट कंज्यूम करते हैं अगर स्ट्रेंजर थिंग्स मतलब सीरीज नहीं नेटफ्लिक्स पे? तो
नॉन फिक्शन.
Okay. Okay, so back to the quiz. First answer, Stranger Things, answered by Vaishak. 10 points to Vaishak. Next question will be to Vaishnavi. Here you go. Opening lines were apparently sung by an Indian singer, Bhagyamurti. She has recorded this piece in Singapore studio, which was then picked by Enigma. Unfortunately, the credits were not provided to her in the song description. Now, some information about the song. Featuring in album Le Roy Est Mort, Vive Le Roy, by Dash, a German band project written by Michael Creto. It opens with an upbeat, medium-paced electronic trance, not psychedelic music, and out of nowhere, this Sanskrit chant praising goddess Lakshmi hits you. At least this is how the people felt when it was first released in 1996. Includes a Latin chant from biblical prophecy and features lyrics in English, creating a spiritual journey. The music also incorporates traditional Mongolian throat singing in the full composition, making it multilingual, multicultural piece, revived in modern meme culture as background music. You have to identify which song are we talking about.
Guess कर सकती हूँ.
This question is to Vaishnavi. Yeah, please go ahead, Vaishnavi.
I think वो एक song है ओम नमः शिवाय ऐसा कुछ हो.
Can you please describe your guess?
ओम नमः शिवाय. Song ओम नमः शिवाय.
So we are looking for a song's name. Okay, by some German artist. So you are guessing for the song's name.
Actually एक song देखा था मैंने जो इस description के match हो और उसका title याद नहीं आ रहा है, and that was about Lord Shiva actually. The song was describing about Lord Shiva and his attributes.
Okay.
तो मुझे
No, it's nothing. Not related to Shiva.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see, it is describing goddess Lakshmi. The Sanskrit chant is describing goddess Lakshmi in the question.
Is that the Prasanna Vadanam Saubhagya?
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's your guess, then can you please tell me name of the song? Because that's the major answer that you are looking for.
क्या नाम था यार उस सॉन्ग का? एनिग्मा का ही था वो सॉन्ग, प्रसन्न वदनम सौभाग्यदाम भाग्यदाम, बट मुझे टाइटल याद नहीं आ रहा है उस सॉन्ग का क्या.
Okay, we'll get back to Vaishnavi. We'll go to Vaishak only for song's name. Only for song's name. Everything else, Vaishnavi has given a direction. I just want song's name. Otherwise, we'll move giving Vaishnavi major points, majority of the points.
एक्चुअली मैं ये सॉन्ग सुन रहा था कुछ 1-1.5 महीने पहले, मुझे भी नाम याद नहीं है. मैं पहले वो पढ़ा तभी पता लग गया था वही गाना है प्रसन्न वदनम कर, बट यार सॉन्ग का नाम याद नहीं आ रहा. एनिग्मा ना बहुत पॉपुलर एक बैंड था 2000 में, उनका मतलब एक तरह से रिवाइवल है ये, मतलब ये सॉन्ग मतलब इतना पॉपुलर हुआ था. उसका नाम मेरे को थोड़ा याद करना पड़ेगा, मैं दिमाग में है लेकिन वो निकल नहीं रहा बाहर.
Yeah, you can take your time. We just want the song that Vaishnavi is describing.
अभी नहीं आ रहा कुछ, लाइक हिंट चाहिए हमको.
Okay.
बस हवा निकल गई.
फिर वो बात वही होगी, when Vaishnavi will end up answering. So there's no point of giving hint. We will move ahead with this, and the answer is the song is called Child in Us by Enigma.
Oh yes, Child in Us.
Child in Us.
Yes. 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 Okay. So we'll do. Please.
वो रील में पॉपअप हुआ था ना एक बार, तो वो बड़ा मतलब सूदिंग सा साउंड है उसका बहुत, लाइक आप वो चला के मेडिटेट भी कर सकते हो, ऐसा साउंड था. तो मैंने वो एज अ प्लेलिस्ट मैंने अभी जस्ट स्पॉटिफाई में सेव कर रखा है, तो पता नहीं जाके देखना पड़ेगा.
Almost for 1 year ये सॉन्ग मेरा कॉलर ट्यून था.
अरे बाप रे.
मैं इतनी अटैच्ड हूँ इस सॉन्ग से पता है.
और ये सॉन्ग मतलब क्या हुआ कि मतलब मैंने जब ये डिसाइड किया कि हम लोग वापस रीबूट करेंगे, तो आई वाज लुकिंग ऑन इंस्टाग्राम एंड ऑल अदर रिसोर्सेज. तो उसमें इस सॉन्ग का डिस्क्रिप्शन मतलब डिस्क्राइब करते हुए एक रील देखी थी मैंने कहा यार ये तो फिर लोग बता ही देंगे जो लोग हार्डकोर ये सॉन्ग सुन ही रहे हैं, क्योंकि एक तो ये सॉन्ग कोई मेनस्ट्रीम सॉन्ग नहीं है कि इट हैज इंग्लिश, इट हैज संस्कृत एंड मंगोलियन थ्रोट सिंगिंग और सब कुछ है इसमें. तो जो सुन रहा होगा ये सॉन्ग उसको नाम पता ही होगा. ठीक है.
और ऐसे
अच्छा मैंने क्वेश्चन ले लिया है.
मैंने जो बोला ना सॉन्ग है हाँ, वो ओम नमः शिवाय करके भी एक सॉन्ग है, वो भी सुनना, वो भी ऐसा ही है जैसा डिस्क्राइब किया है ना इसमें।
From the same band?
हाँ, मतलब बैंड तो मुझे नहीं, कोई और सिंगर है शायद, बट जिस तरीके से सूदिंग ये सॉन्ग है ना, वैसे ही है वो भी सिमिलर ही है। हाँ।
Okay. So now points distribution. Okay. So वैष्णवी ने बैंड बता दिया, फर्स्ट लाइन बता दी. Okay. The only thing no one was able to guess was child in us. So what we will do, we'll give 7 points to Vaishnavi and then we'll move on. Okay. Because we were looking for the answer was the name of the song. So we will hold back 3 points. 7 points for Vaishnavi for this question. And the next question will be to Vaishak because here's your question. Question number 3. A custom was born out of strange and long since vanished British legal process called an action of ejectment. This is something that was a part of English legal process called action of ejectment. Under the old English common law, the actions landowner could take against the squatters or defaulting tenants in the court were often too technical and difficult to be of any use. So, landowners would instead bring an action of ejectment on behalf of a fictitious tenant against another fictitious person, okay, who had allegedly evicted or ousted him. Like if there is a fictional person who owns a property and there is another fictional person who has illegally ousted the person who owns the property. Okay. In order to figure out what rights to property the made up persons had, the courts first had to establish that the landlord really was the owner of the property, which settled his real reason for action without him having to jump through too many legal hoops. Okay. Frequently, landlord used these names for the parties, that is the plaintiff and the defendant, in their actions. And now, why was this method very useful? This method avoided feudal conflict, protected the court's legitimacy, allowed law to evolve without rebellion, separated law from identity, and the last one, the separation is one of the foundations of the modern legal reasoning. Okay? This is the question. So I'll explain the question. So they invited a tool that they used the fake names. Okay? For the fake people. फिर 2 characters हैं, उनके लिए fake names use करते थे. You have to tell me what are those fake names? And this is Vaishak's question.
अच्छा, वो मतलब एक नाम यूज करते थे, वो नाम क्या है? Is it John Doe?
Yes, this is John Doe and the concept behind John Doe and Jane Doe.
Okay.
Yeah, so they used to create a character, John Doe, officially, fictitious character, John Doe, that would be a male against someone called Ronald Roe, who will be squatting or illegally acquiring that property of John Doe. और उसके बाद वो लोग Ronald Roe को guilty proof करके उसके against case रहते थे. And in case the property is owned by a female, then that becomes Jane Doe. तो ये एक तो जिस भी और इसके बाद फिर ये आज मॉडर्न लॉ में ऐसे यूज होता है, कोई अनआइडेंटिफाइड आदमी है जिसका नाम नहीं पता है, तो दे स्टिल कॉल हिम जॉन डो. कोई फीमेल है तो उसको अभी आज भी जेन डो बोलते हैं. So this is तो मैं जब पहली बार एक मूवी है जो मैं देखी थी, इसका नाम था ऑटोप्सी ऑफ जेन डो. और मुझे ये कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं पता था कि अनआइडेंटिफाइड बॉडीज को जेन डो बोलते हैं. तो मैंने कहा यार, और उस पूरी मूवी में वो बोलते हैं कि ये अनआइडेंटिफाइड बॉडी है, ये है ये. मैंने कहा मूवी का नाम है जेन डो यार, तो मतलब इसका नाम जेन डो होगा.
नहीं, मैंने
इसके बारे में कुछ थोड़ा पढ़ना चाहिए.
मेरे को पहले मैं हाँ, मैं बहुत वो वैसा सोच रहा था कि यार क्या हो सकता है। मैं पहले सोचा था बिनामी के रूप में लोग खड़े करते हैं ना, लाइक कि मेरी तरफ से ये ओनर है ऐसा। फिर मैंने देखा जब नेम बोला ना, मेरे को समझ आया यार कोई ऐसा नेम होगा ना
it
जो
was
कॉमनली
in
हर जगह यूज
question.
होता है।
It was in question. Frequently, landlords use these name or names for the parties, the plaintiff and the defendant in their action. So ये था. Okay. So another question to from another answer from Vaishak without hint. 10 points to Vaishak. Next question will be to Vaishnavi, but we have here's your question from book 4 for Vaishnavi. Okay. Dand grammar. Okay. That's how the question starts. An advanced Vedic chanting method, rather an encryption technique, where words move forward, backward, forward in a woven loop so tight that not a single syllable can ever get corrupted. For example, if the simple text is 1, 2, 3, 4, so it will be coded as 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3. Okay. This is how our ancestors metering it on various chandas like Anushtup Chanda, Trishtup Chanda, Gayatri Chanda, and etc. Preserved Vedic mantras for thousands of years because one of our tradition is Shruti and Smriti. So people listen and they remember. So this is how they kept it preserved for so many years. Okay. The Vedic mantras for thousands of years by forcing the tongue, breath, and memory to lock every sound in place. Simple example of sentence is who will bell the cat? Okay. Now this is how it is coded. Who will then will bell will who will bell will and will bell. This is how the second line will be coded. Okay. Bell the bell will who bell the bell the. Okay. Then the cat the bell will who the cat and cat the. Okay, so this is how it was coded. So you don't have to focus how the coding goes, but this is how this Dandakrama works. Okay. What you have to tell me? Recently, X has completed a rhythmic, systematic chanting of about 2,000 mantras from the Shukla Yajurved of the Madhyadini branch, dedicated to the protective and fierce avatar of Lord Vishnu.
Okay.
Lord Narsimha, over a period of 50 days, you have to identify this Vedic scholar or Vedic prodigy who accomplished this task.
मैंने देखा इनकी फोटो बहुत सर्कुलेट हुई थी और एज भी इनकी ज्यादा नहीं, कुछ 23-24 इयर्स की एज होगी इनकी। याद नहीं आ रहा है यार। कुछ तो नाम है, उन्होंने कुछ ऐसे हाथ में पकड़ा हुआ था, कुछ सिल्वर का कुछ हेल्ड किया था उन्होंने। देवव्रत।
You're almost there. Just you need to refine your answer a bit. So please, I'm giving you a chance.
नहीं याद आ रहा है ना।
Okay. Let me figure out like what should I do. Do you by any chance remember the title that was bestowed on him after he accomplished this? Okay. We'll come back. We are going for Vaishak. Vaishak, can you by any chance improve this answer? What she has given? She has said Devvrat, the name of the Vedic prodigy. So by any chance, can you please improve this?
नो, मैं नाम मेरे को पता नहीं है, लेकिन मेरे को ये पता है, न्यूज़ पता थी कि हाँ ऐसा किसी ने किया है, उनका बहुत सर्कुलेट हुआ था सोशल मीडिया में। वही फोटो जो आप बता रही हो वही मैंने भी देखी है, लेकिन मेरे को नाम मेरे को याद नहीं है बिल्कुल भी। सो मैं लाइक नहीं हो पाएगा।
Okay, no worries. Who accomplished this task? And his name is Vedmurti Devvrat Mahesh Rekhe.
ओके,
Yes.
नहीं ये नाम नहीं था।
आपका क्या था?
आई वाज थिंकिंग समथिंग एल्स यार। वो हो सकता है कि मैं कभी इस सेम नेम के किसी आदमी से मिला हूँ तो वही नाम आया होगा मेरे दिमाग। सरनेम हाँ, लाइक सरनेम वाज पांडा। लाइक आई वाज थिंकिंग कि कोई शायद नॉर्थ ईस्ट साइड का कोई होगा, लेकिन मे बी मैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट का कोई, आई थिंक मैं जिम में किसी से मिला था, उसका नाम था ये शायद। ऐसे ही नाम था, लाइक देवव्रत एंड पांडा वाज हिज सरनेम।
नहीं तो ये हाँ प्लीज एक्सप्लेन।
वो रेखी नहीं याद आ रहा था, पेठी याद आ रहा था, और मुझे पता था पेठी नहीं है वो, और बहुत ही शॉर्ट नेम है, ये भी पता था। इसलिए बोलने का कोई मतलब है नहीं।
Yeah, so Vedmurti is a title that is bestowed upon someone who performs feat like this. So Vedmurti Devvrat Mahesh is his father, Rekhe. Yes. Let's do one thing. Let's offer 8 points to Vaishnavi because she said it's part of her name, and no one got, Vaishak didn't get the complete answer. No better answer, so we'll give 8 points to Vaishnavi, not for Devvrat, and not the complete answer. And then the next question will be to Vaishak. Mahesh Rekhe. So this is the question to Vaishak. Quick question. In 1965, Stephanie Kollek was working at DuPont's research labs, searching for strong, lightweight fibers that could withstand extreme conditions. One day, she produced a cloudy liquid polymer that looked like a failure. Her supervisor told her to throw it away. But Kollek, driven by curiosity and persistence, insisted on testing it further. What she discovered would change the world forever. The strange liquid spun into fibers that were 5 times stronger than steel, yet incredibly light. A material that would go on to save thousands of lives. From being used by police officers and soldiers to helmets, tires, and even spacecraft components, it became a cornerstone of modern safety and engineering. Her invention earned her the Lavoisier Medal for outstanding technical achievement. Yeah, Lavoisier Medal for outstanding technical achievement. The first woman to receive the honor at DuPont. You ever tell me, what did she invent?
Okay. I mean, DuPont का नाम सुना है मैंने. It is said to be one of the evilest corporation in America, but ये नहीं पता कि क्या है.
We can just go through the question once again.
Okay, let me. Yeah. एक मिनट हाँ. It's just a guess. Is it carbon fiber? Like used in.
Is that your guess? Carbon fiber?
Yes.
Sorry, Vaishak. No, it's not carbon fiber. Going to Vaishnavi.
इसके बारे में मैं जानती थी, याद ही नहीं आ रहा अभी. पढ़ा है मैंने.
अरे बाप रे, सारे वही क्वेश्चंस लिए क्या मैंने आज?
जानती हूँ लेकिन नहीं आ रहा है, याद ही नहीं आ रहा है.
कोई guess मतलब so that I can give you a chance to improve something.
एक्चुअली 1-2 साल पहले न्यूज में था, पता नहीं कुछ, तो तब पढ़ा गया था, तो बहुत टाइम हो गया है अभी, तो याद ही नहीं आएगा.
Okay. So are you passing?
Yeah, I'm passing.
Okay. First question. मुझे लगा तो होगा ही नहीं ऐसा कोई question, but first question. जो अब पास होके है वापस वैशाख के पास पहुंचा. Now we will have a hint for the first time in this episode. So as the question said, that it is responsible for saving many lives, hundreds of lives around the globe. It is used by police officers, tires, and spacecraft shuttles. Okay. And also, especially for modern safety and engineering. Okay. And I would, if you are a John Wick fan, the John Wick suit is laced with it. And also, if my hint is correct, then you just focus on used by policemen and safety helmets.
भाई आई थिंक आई एम वेरी क्लोज, बट समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या है. मतलब मैं पहले भी कुछ वैसा ही सोच रहा था उसी रूप में, लेकिन आई डोंट नो. ये भी गैस है मेरा. केवलार वेस्ट पहनते हैं आप उसकी.
Yes, this is Kevlar. This is Kevlar.
Okay.
Yeah, so she invented Kevlar from a sample of cloudy liquid that her supervisor told her to throw away.
Okay.
Yeah, so she invented Kevlar, and which went on to become one of the most important discovery of 20th century, saving many lives, especially for the frontline workers, policemen. Yes. वैष्णवी, आपको क्या याद आ रहा था?
मुझे नाम ही नहीं याद आ रहा था क्या है.
Okay, next question. Here is it.
Here is it. Yeah. Here you go. Question number 6. Dash is short for dash hyphen dash. Okay.
It was
a 1940s term rather akin to witch doctor. Those tribes people who make shrunken heads or those trophies heads from deboned and dried human heads. Okay, so someone who makes trophy heads from dried human bones. Okay. One part of the process was to get inside the head, preserving the skin and removing the contents. So the idea was extended to the bigger dash, which means the one who gets inside your head. Okay. Then we have a small dash is a slang used for bigger dash. That's why the bigger dash are called small dash. Okay.
This is
Vaishnavi's question. So Vaishak, please.
Okay. I'll pass.
Okay. That's your final decision, Vaishnavi?
If you have any
If you have any question, I can explain the question.
you have any doubt in
If you have any doubt in that.
एक्सप्लेन करना.
हाँ
तो जो फर्स्ट डैश है,
ठीक है ना,
ठीक है ना,
हाँ.
जो लाइक क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 के जस्ट बाद डैश है, दैट इज a part of the answer,
and that is
and that is the term that we use as a slang. Okay.
ओके.
जो फर्स्ट डैश है वो स्लैंग है एक.
ठीक है.
Okay. For
the
the bigger dash,
that means
that means the one who gets inside your head. Okay. और उसका कॉन्सेप्ट ये है कि एक टाइम पे जो ट्राइबल विच डॉक्टर्स होते थे, दे यूज टू मेक स्मॉल हेड्स reduced in size, shrunken heads from dried human heads. Okay. तो वहां से कॉन्सेप्ट आया है which got extended into something that we know today, जिसके लिए एक स्लैंग है, that is a shorter blank. Okay.
नहीं बता पाऊंगी. हेल्प अस.
Okay, going to Vaishak.
बॉस कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या है, मतलब अच्छा, इट्स अ स्लैंग विच इज मतलब डेली यूज में ये यूज होता है, लाइक स्लैंग है which mean
would not bank daily, but yeah, मतलब you would have heard.
अच्छा, मतलब पॉप
Daily नहीं use
कल्चर
होता है.
फेमस है, like
हाँ, not pop culture, like it is used, but still you don't use daily.
मतलब we
मतलब it's a very widely accepted thing, but you don't use it daily, and also not a pop culture कि मतलब अभी कुछ 5-10 साल पहले आया है.
okay. अच्छा, ये दो वर्ड है कि एक सिंगल वर्ड ही है? ये दो मतलब डैश है.
Both the slangs and the technical word are single words. वो जो हाइफन वाला डैश है वो इसलिए हटा दिया मैंने ताकि वो मतलब that will reveal the answer. तो अगर तुम उसको नहीं भी पढ़ोगे तो भी the question still stands.
आप बताइए, कोई हिंट दीजिए.
अगर इस फैसले के बाद तुम में से किसी एक ने भी भागने की कोशिश की तो मैं उसे गोली मार दूंगा. Okay, so after hint the question will again go back to Vaishnavi.
एक सेकंड वैष्णवी, सॉरी.
मैं गेस करती हूँ एक.
बिना हिंट के.
हाँ.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
Okay, please go
ahead.
Is it brain rot?
Sorry, come again.
Is it brain rot? The slang.
Brain rot.
Yeah.
No, it's not brain rot.
ठीक है, हिंट दीजिए जरा.
मैं भी वहीं गया था पहले, ब्रेन रॉट लगा नहीं था मेरे को. होगा.
Okay.
मैंने कहा चांस लेने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
फिर के लिए हिंट ये होगा कि
Okay, so first of all,
which doctors were also जो उस कल्चर या उस ट्राइब के एक तरह से डॉक्टर्स होते थे. Okay.
कि मतलब
किसी को कोई बीमारी हो गई तो वो झाड़ फूंक करके सही करने वाले लोग, those were called witch doctors. ठीक है. So the actual technical term जिसके लिए एक particular slang यूज होता है is also related to a medical professional. And then they what do
which doctors do?
They make shrunken heads out of dried human heads. तो वहां से derive करके कुछ.
नहीं, मैं नहीं बता पाऊंगी.
Okay, so going to Vaishak.
Is it shaman?
Okay,
so which one is shaman, the technical or the slang?
I think slang. भाई इसमें तो कौन सा I think the slang is shaman, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
And टेक्निकल नो आइडिया दूसरा वर्ड का। एक तो पता है, एक तो मैंने भूल दिया,
okay.
शामन है। दूसरा दूसरा यार
वैष्णवी रनिंग आउट ऑफ पेशेंस।
क्या वैष्णवी
क्या वैष्णवी को इससे कोई मतलब नहीं। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है, कौन जीतना, मुझे इसका आंसर चाहिए।
यार
तो ये सेकंड, पहला अगर शैमन है तो जो सेकंड डैश है उसमें शैमनिज्म तो नहीं है।
Let's see
what Vaishak guesses.
Okay.
अमन पता है, अब हो सकता है जैसे मैम ने कहा है शैमनिज्म हो। I'm just going with her. शैमनिज्म। चलो।
Okay. So your guess is that's why shamans are called shamanism.
कोई सेंस है इस बात की? हमें बहुत लग रही थी उस टाइम।
और शैमनिज्म
are called shaman.
हाँ।
अच्छा, और वो उसका तो गेस ही नहीं है। ओके ओके। नो, स्लैंग इज नॉट शामन। स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, मतलब मेरे लिए while making the question straight forward, why psychiatrists are called shrinks.
Oh, shrinks.
Yes.
Yes, shrinks is a slang for psychiatrist. Psychiatrist, someone who gets into your head. A technical word for a medical professional. And witch doctors, they were getting into head and preserving the skin and everything to make shrunken heads. How to dry human heads.
डॉक्टर बता दिया तो भी पॉइंट्स मिल जाते फिर तो, है ना?
हाँ, मतलब एक ब्लैंक तो आ ही जाता ना। Okay, so last question to वैष्णवी, because ये क्वेश्चन किसने आंसर नहीं किया, इससे पहले वैशाख ने 5 पॉइंट्स के आंसर किया था। So this is the last question of the quiz for today for Vaishnavi. Here you go. Question number 7. After the end of the Second World War, the international community faced the unprecedented task of holding individuals accountable for crimes committed by a state during wartime. The historic set of judicial proceedings was conducted to prosecute senior political, military, and economic leaders for crime against peace, war crimes, and crimes against humanity. The proceedings established the principle that individuals and not just states could be held responsible under the international law. Their legal legacy directly influenced the development of modern international criminal justice and contributed to the establishment of International Court of Justice at Hague. Okay? So you have to tell me what is being discussed, or what is the precursor or the first step to the International Court of Justice at Hague. This is Vaishnavi's question.
Okay. Is it International Court of Arbitration?
You're saying
that this is being discussed.
It's ILO, International Labour Organization, I guess.
Is that your guess?
Yes, that's my guess.
No, not ILO. Going to Vaishak.
Is it something about a specific event that happened? तो वो event describe करना है, ऐसा कुछ है?
Event is the trial. The whole thing happened.
अच्छा, like it is a one word answer कि मैं अगर जो वो describe कर दूं कि क्या हुआ, किसने किया था, क्या किया था, तो चलेगा?
You start guessing and I'll help you if you're on the right track.
Okay, like after Second World War जो यूरोप में त्राहिमाम मचा था, उसकी मतलब वो डस्ट सेटल करने के लिए आई थिंक फ्रांस या और भी जो एलाइड, फ्रांस, ब्रिटेन, इन सब की एलाइड थी, इन लोगों ने जितने भी एसएस के जितने भी वो थे लाइक मेन ऑफिसर्स थे जो भी इन्वॉल्व थे जूइश एथनिक क्लींजिंग के लिए, लाइक जो जूइश लोगों को मारा जा रहा था उस टाइम पे, तो उसके मतलब उसके लिए कुछ केस या ट्रायल्स हुआ था एज फार एज आई नो। हाँ, वो एक ट्रायल था। मैंने बहुत टाइम हो गया एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री देखी थी इसके ऊपर कि पोस्ट वर्ल्ड वॉर के बाद क्या कंट्री क्या क्या बना था, नेटो से एस्टैब्लिश हुई थी, तो उसमें एक केस था, मतलब इसको कोई ट्रायल था, मैं उसका नाम बिल्कुल मेरे उस पे है, तो मैं इसलिए मैं स्टार्टिंग में कह रहा था कि पूरा एक वर्ड है कि पूरा डिस्क्राइब कर दो तो चले 10
No, actually, we want what is being described, so we have to give the proper noun for this. Description नहीं चलेगा.
Is it वो न्यूरमबर्ग या ऐसी कुछ है, न्यूरमबर्ग ट्रायल एक जगह का नाम है, इज इट दैट?
वैष्णवी क्या कहें?
Is it Amnesty International?
No. This is Nuremberg trials. So I just posted the answer. These are Nuremberg trials.
अरे मैं बहुत सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर लाइक क्रेजी बहुत फॉलो करता था ना, तो मैंने ये बहुत सारे ये
Nuremberg trials, and if you see, there is a film that came out early January this year that is called Nuremberg, और जहाँ से ये question inspired है. Yeah, so this question was a direct question to Vaishnavi. So first she answered International Labour Organization, and then we went to Vaishak and he answered the Nuremberg trials. So he gets 10 points for this. And with this, we come to an end for the first episode. Okay, so we'll just go with the tally first. Okay. Total, Vaishak got 35 points, 10, 10, 5 and 10. And Vaishnavi got 7 in the second question and 8 on 4. So she got 15 points. And we have a winner for our first episode for the quiz reboot. And that's for Vaishak. That's for Vaishak.
नहीं, एक्चुअली वो था कि पता नहीं कैसे लाइक जितने भी पुराने मैचेस खेले कभी इतना गैस अच्छा नहीं गया मेरा.
So वैष्णवी, न्यूरेमबर्ग ट्रायल्स के बारे में कुछ पता था, गैस हो पाता?
नहीं हो पाता था, बिल्कुल भी कोई आइडिया नहीं था. मतलब सुना था मैंने, बट मैं लिंक नहीं कर पा रही थी यहाँ पे, कहीं तो कभी तो सुना था ऐसा है.
With this, we come to end of our first episode, and we have our winner Vaishak, who scored 35 points. And please share this video whenever it comes out with your friends, people you think might like this type of content. Drop in your suggestions, play along, tell us how much you scored, tell us what we can improve in these episodes. Till we meet next time.